What's up, guys? Crypto Savvy here. Is Bitcoin crashing? Let's stick around and we're going to take a look at the charts here.
1, 2, 3, jump!
Hey, how's it going, guys? Before I begin, as always, I want to stress that I am not a financial advisor and this is not financial advice. This is my opinion and my view of the market only. Anyone that's doing any trading or any investing in this market, I suggest you do your own due diligence and your own research because this market can be extremely volatile at times. With that being said, if you haven't already, please click the subscribe in the lower right-hand corner of the screen and tick the little bell if you want to get notified when I post videos. Also, I'd appreciate it if you guys gave it a thumbs up. That helps with get my videos viewed on YouTube. I really appreciate it if you could do that. And with that being said, let's get into the charts here. In the daily Bitcoin, I've been looking at this, everybody has, I'm sure, this falling wedge here. This could be a bullish pattern. If we continued up from here and broke through, that would be great. I'm not sure that that is going to happen. We could come down, touch bottom again one more time. Excuse me, in the 2,500 to 2,800 area. But let's dig in a little deeper and kind of see where we're at. Going into the 4 hour. We had a nice little dip today. Now, I don't think that it's anything to panic about yet. As you can see, we have this symmetrical triangle here. I've noticed a lot of people are watching it actually. Some people are drawing some different things or whatever, but claiming that this is a bear pennant, which is possible, but a symmetrical triangle can break either way. I know the sentiment of the market right now is extremely bearish. Everybody really wants them lower lows to 2,500, some even lower. I mean, 2,800, 2,500, 2,200, 1,500. I've heard $700. I personally don't agree with that, but again, this is only my opinion. You know, I'm not a financial advisor in any way, shape, or form. So where we're at now, we've had our 3 touches on the top, and here we've had 1, 2, 3. I believe over here we're possibly going down one more time to test this support on the bottom of the symmetrical triangle. Now we could come down and pop out of it a little bit right here and come down back down to this 3480 where we have nice support. That is a very important area because if we break that, I think our next line of support is right around the 3,300 range, which would be about a $180 drop from here. I don't see that happen, but that is a possibility. Anyways, where we're at now, I think it is possible that we drop back down further right into this channel I have drawn here. And the reason I say that, excuse me, is because that's the golden pocket area. I'm going to get my Fibonacci extension or Fibonacci retracement tool out. Go from this low to the high over here. And if you guys can tell, right here, we're right in that golden pocket, which is in between the 0.618 and the 0.65. And we're just peeking through the 0.618. And usually we can get a nice bounce out of here. Now, like I said, if we drop below there and come down and we break this support, you know, I would be almost positive that we would break down all the way down to at least the 3,300 range and then probably get a bounce there. And then until that happened, we wouldn't, you know, there's no way to know what's going to happen after that. But my other view on this is that, you know, we bounce off. If we come back down further from here, I believe we bounce off in this area somewhere at the bottom of this symmetrical triangle and continue up. Maybe we're going to have some resistance right here at the 3640 range. That's been a really tough resistance, and it was a really good support for a while also. So I see us having You know, maybe if we do get back up to this range, we may bounce around in here for a little while, and then pop up through that. And this is the more bullish scenario on my side, that we go up and test the top of this symmetrical triangle. And if we can break through that, you know, the measured move for that would be around, let's measure it real quick and see about where we would be. The measure move bouncing up out of here would be right around, it all depends on exactly where you break out, but somewhere in this area. Excuse me. Can't get rid of this cough. And that would bring us up to the top of this falling wedge, which would be right around, let me mark this area so we can keep it on there. Somewhere in this range, around the 5250 range, somewhere in there. And that's if we break up, which is definitely possible in my opinion. You know, we could go up, test the top of this wedge again, and then come down. You know, and this line right here would become support. And if that didn't hold, you know, yes, we could be going down to see more lower lows. But I have a little theory about that, and I may be wrong, but just put it out there. My theory on that is, with everybody waiting for a lower low, you know, I just don't see the market giving everyone that opportunity, that everybody knows it's getting that low. I think a lot of people are going to be tricked because everybody's, you know, sitting out waiting for that low. And then when, you know, if we do break up and start getting some bullish momentum and start breaking out, and like I said, and possibly break this top of this wedge, you know, I think all them people are going to wait a while, still saying it's going down further, still saying it's going down further. And again, this is just my theory and my thoughts. And, you know, by the time if it was to get up to 6,400, 6,500, 7,000, then all them people start realizing it's not going down and start FOMOing in, and that could create the next bull run. Now that could, you know, take months. It could take, you know, to the end of this year, kind of moving slowly sideways, if that was to happen. But again, like I said, I'm not a financial advisor, and nobody knows exactly what's going to happen. I don't care who you are. Nobody knows what's going to happen. If they did, they would be, you know, people would be paying them a lot of money to know that. But that's just my theory, and it makes sense to me. And like I said, I could be wrong, and we could see some lower lows. But other than that, I do see a possibility of maybe coming up, testing the top of this symmetrical triangle and breaking down again, and possibly doing a double bottom here and going up. You know, and if this breaks, you know, right here, the 3125 area, if that was to break, then yes, we're definitely going to obviously see some lower lows. And depending on where that was at, I would guess that we would hit the bottom of this wedge wherever we were to hit it. You know, and it all depends. If we hit it over here, you know, here's a $2,800 range. And if we broke down now, I think that's where we'd be heading. But if it was later on, you know, the longer it takes, the further we could fall, in my opinion. But anyways, that's where I'm at now. I'm going to go into the 1 hour real quick and just kind of see if we see anything different than you couldn't see in the 4 hour. So good to check different time frames. And it's, you know, looking the same. This could be, you know, we could do a move up from here. I'd draw another trend line, I guess, right up here on these wicks. I like to draw trend lines off the wicks, not off the bodies. Some people do different, but I feel more comfortable doing it off the wicks. And so right here, we're obviously at this resistance right in here. The old support, which was at right around the 3,600 range. I believe if we break above that, you know, this is going to be our next range to break. This this old resistance here at 3640 again. Them are the areas to watch, is this 3640 and this 3480. Those are my two areas to really pay attention to. Those are strong support and resistances. So, you know, depending on which one of those break first, I believe that's the direction we'll be heading for a while. So anyways, yeah, watch this area right in here. If we break the bottom of that symmetrical triangle, you know, and then break through this support here at 3480 area, then we're probably going to continue down. But I don't see it. I still strongly believe that we're going to have another move up from here. That's not to say continue up from there. It's just to say another move up from here and maybe test the top of this triangle here, the symmetrical triangle. And I guess we've probably got quite a bit of time before any of this happens. Then again, this could drop tonight. If we're going down, it could happen fast, but I really don't see it. Again, possibilities are there. We know the areas to watch. If we keep an eye on them, you know, we should be all right. So anyways, I appreciate you guys watching. Again, if you would, click the subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up or thumbs down. Either way, it doesn't matter. Still helps get the views on YouTube. Appreciate it, guys. Take it easy.